Welcome everybody, it's Jackson Bass on the call for you today. It is a beautiful day here at East River Soccer Complex as the women's soccer team takes on the Reinhardt Eagles. Today both these teams come in here winless, both looking for their first win of the season here in an AAC showdown. I'm Jackson Bass, once again letting you know everything that's going on here. Now, we did not get to broadcast the last game that they had here. It was Bailey Angle's last broadcast, and they were only here for 15 minutes before we were rain delayed until 5:45, and at which point we were told that it was not going to occur, but thankfully they ended up finishing out that game. A couple key players for the Rams today, of course, Abigail Key coming back in as a fifth year at goalie, and Alicia Pena out of Sweetwater, Tennessee, along with Kaylee Newman out of Galax from Carroll County High School. Okay, we're going to take a quick break.
For today's match, first for the visitors from Reinhardt University. Number 1, Caroline.
And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. To give you guys a little context of what has gone on between Reinhardt and Bluefield University, they played 11 times since 2009 and have won, and Reinhardt has won every single contest. The last matchup happening on November 14th of 2020, going in favor of the Reinhardt Eagles 7-0. The Rams come off a loss against cross-state rival Emory and Henry out of Emory, Virginia. Like I said, a couple of those major key players will be Bella Cox, Abigail Key, Alicia Pena, Kaylee Newman, and many others coming along. What going on to be a great day today.
Number 8, Macy.
Reinhardt, on the other hand, comes into here winless as well, which is quite shocking, as
Chesterfield, Virginia.
Reinhardt usually is tied into being one of the best
Fort Loudon, Tennessee.
programs
13, Bryn Hartman.
in the country when it comes to athletics.
From West Columbia, South Carolina. Number 18, Gracia Elmondale.
Like I said, Reinhardt comes into here 0-2 after losing two very close bouts, one to the University of the Cumberlands in Williamsburg, Kentucky, in the season opener at Ken White Field at University Stadium, and again at Life University out of Marietta, Georgia, where they lost 2-1 in quite a nail-biter, seeing as they were down 2-0 going into the second half and got one score in before not winning it all. Now they come in today, their first game of AAC play, looking for their first victory. And everybody's huddling up to get ready for this first AAC matchup. Now, if you're paying attention to other sports in Bluefield, college athletics this morning, the volleyball team fell to Bryan College after leading 2-0 to end up losing 3-2 in 5 sets. And at football, Emory and Henry is down. Bluefield University is up 14-7 currently against the Emory and Henry Wasps. Now to give you, I want to thank a couple of our sponsors here today. Black Tie Charters. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters goes the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, sponsor of the Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Community Soccer Day on September 18th, when the Bluefield University Rams host Johnston University Tigers out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Dutch's Dairy produces produce whole, 2% chocolate milk, and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. As we start here, a lot of going back and forth here early in the game between the Eagles. See number 13, Lydia Herrera out of Canton, Georgia, from Sequoia High School, as it goes out of bounds. Throw in by Dunlap. Back to Dunlap. Almost recovered. Going by Lydia Herrera once again as she comes down. Big kick in. Lydia Herrera out on the side. Position goes back to the Rams. Bellicocks throw it in. Over to Pena. Half possession, Williamson out of Augusta, Georgia, Aquinas High School. A bunch of Rams going towards it as it is kicked out of bounds for a throw-in. Thrown in, recovered by Ram. Going down the field. Is T2 running towards it as the goalie comes all the way out to midfield to kick it back towards Ram territory. Aikman out of Rome High School on the corner as it's kicked out of bounds. Aaron Parrish out of Woodstock High School set to do the corner kick. As it goes out of bounds for the goal kick. And the goal today, of course, is Abigail Key. As this kicked across midfield, and it almost took out Pena. Surprised we didn't see some kind of a call there. Check that. Madison Price is in the goal out of Upland, California. Bella Cox kind of giving a little shoulder there. Check that, Montalvo. There's the one shoulder shoving a little there. Newman with a free kick. Almost to Montalvo. Back to Herrera. As Eagle runs to the touchline, but it's deemed out of bounds. Thrown in by Atkins. Kick across the field by Thacker. Oh, check that. Fry. As it goes out of bounds. Here's the corner kick as it's kicked right off the shoulder of a Ram. And it goes out the touchline for Eagles possession. Kick across. Blocked by Price. Kept up. Kick across by Newman. Dunlap in a fighting corner along with Herrera before it is out of bounds. Dunlap to throw it in. Out of bounds possession. Dunlap to throw it in again. Recovered by number 2, Mila Bowden. As it sticks to her teammate. Almost in the box. As it races to the corner. As it's kicked by Herrera across the field. Tipped in and over the net. Still scoreless here with 38 minutes left in this half. Price set to kick. Kicked right off and to the touchline, unable to be salvaged. Dunlap back on the corner to throw in. Goes right to Fry. Fry back over to Higdon. Guerrero running across the field. And a big kick. Blocked. A lot of fumbling, kicking, and shoving as it's kicked across and blocked by Price. And another Ram takes it out of bounds. That Ram was Abigail Key. Corner kick by Mila Donen. Bodlin. Baden. Blocked. Deflected once again. Possession still in for Reinhardt. Kick in by Bowden. Looking to get ahead. Quick tussle here. Kicked up. Right in front of Higdon. Higdon back to Herrera. Herrera up to Council. And saved and fell on by Price. Price sets up for the goal kick. Picked by Herrera. Coming across the field, McBride. Ooh, she gets a little kick in the shin there, and she goes down. Time has not stopped. She takes a second to get up. Cocks the kick. He goes left side of the goal and out of bounds. Goal kick by Johnson out of Evans, Georgia, Lakeside High School. Bowden with a kick over to her teammate. Playing with a couple of Rams there. Little step out there. Ticked up and through, but not enough. Back to Dunlap. Dunlap to Parrish. Parrish back to Fry. Fry kick. Right to Dunlap. From Bowden, back to Bowden. She dribbles past, trying to fake her out. It's right to Dunlap, who is sprinting on the corner edge here. As it's blocked, deflected, and out of bounds. Dunlap trots to throw it in. Headed in, but a little right of the goal. And we see another goal kick set up by Price. Kick on the edge. A little pushing and shoving here. tripped up is Williamson, as she tripped up number 5, Bell Cox. Kick to Williamson. Williamson looking on the edge. Deflected. Number 11 tried to kick it in, and that's a goal. As you can hear some of the Eagle fans here atop the East River Sports Complex. Back center. .42 left in the game. Acker. Now in front, Price. Kick back to the goalie. In Johnson. Johnson to Fry. Fry to Higdon. Higdon making a cross midfield. Heard a little bit of the siren there. Racing to the corner. As possession goes back to Bluefield. On the corner. She comes across midfield. Trapped up. The number 12, Abigail Key. Scott in a little bit of that tussle there. Price with the big kick across. Headed up by an Eagle. Scott taking a cross. Cox not there to receive. Williamson right around the corner here looking for goal number 2. Tipped off and again kicked up. Little push there by McBride as McBride takes it across midfield. Running, sprinting course. Higdon kicking it to her goalie. Kicking back to Higdon. Dunlap coming across midfield. Kicked right in front. Stays in front. Little shoulder tap there. Williamson on the corner. Ticked across. Saved by Price to prevent another goal here in the first half. Price the kick. Green not there. Back to Fry. Fry coming across midfield. Big kick to teammate Bowden. Out. Ram couldn't stop it as possession goes back to Bluefield. As one of the ladies seems to need a stretch real quick. That's the one thing I have to commend all soccer athletes for doing, and a lot of athletes in which they have to constantly be doing this for long periods of time. I know running back and forth and soccer and basketball alike as it looks like there's a little bit of talking on the corner for Scott. I think it was Pena assisting Scott. Scott comes off the field to talk with the trainers. There's the kick. Right to Cox. Cox almost over to Thacker, but stopped up by Fry. McBride not there to connect. Right to Herrera. Kick but stolen by Ram as it's knocked out of bounds. Rams possession. Right to Thacker. Thacker tricked up a little. McBride racing. Almost a kick, but blocked off of Pena. Headed up. Turning back and forth, Paris there. Kicked over. Herrera recovers. In front is Williamson. Paris over to Dunlap. Dunlap out there. Cox trying to kick. As you see Williamson on the corner. Eagle recovers. Aw, missed head. As it kicked in for the second goal here in the first. That goal was scored by Rylan Wells out of Canton, Georgia, who went to West Georgia High School. Big score here for the Eagles. Thacker. Kick over right to Thacker. Thacker trying to recover. Stopped up by a couple of Eagles. Thacker not giving up. Kick back across midfield. .26 minutes left here in the first half. Score now 2-0. If you're just now joining us, like I said, the Eagles are up 2-0 here in the first half of gameplay in the first 20 minutes. Try to be blocked. Open goal. Kicked in. Seems to be a little bit of confusion on the field. The refs are conferring here on the sideline. They're going to deem that she was offside, and they're going to have to check that the goal is good. Scott Cox. Tripped up there by Williamson. Williamson on the edge. Here looking to head in. It's kicked in. Right over the goal by number 11, Rylan Wells, who we've been saying on this broadcast quite a bit as the power kicker for the Eagles. Madison Price for the goal kick. Almost blocked. Kicked in. Eagle gets it. As it's kicked out of bounds, Eagles possession. Feed over to Higdon. Higdon across field. Blocked by Cox. Recovered. A little pushing and shoving there. As the ball goes back to the Rams for Bella Cox. Newman for free kick. Over Scott. Headed by an Eagle. Kicked up by Dunlap. On the edge. Called out of bounds. Great attempt by Williamson to recover. Key to throw in. Right to Cox. Cox. Missing Pena. Back to the goalie in Johnson. Johnson with the kick. Kick captured by Bowden. Bowden Herrera. There to Paris. Parrish. Kicked by Fry. Almost captured by Wells. Kick from Parrish. Williamson tripped up. Sprint to the edge is Bowden. This is kept in bounds. Back up and kicked in as it's missed. Kicked up, flipped a little as it's still on the bar. Almost recovered as it's caught out of bounds. Quite an exciting exchange of events. Possession goes to the Eagles. Corner kick from Bowden. The freshman out of Poitiers, France, went to the Faculty of Sports Sciences. Kicked in, tipped over. Herrera got a piece of that. Prize for the goal kick. As we dwindle within the final 21 minutes here in this half. Reinhardt leads 3-0. Kick by Price. Herrera staying in front of it. Pena. Over to Wells. Staying in front. Johnson coming out over to Fry. Fry coming across midfield. Pick up. Tipped up by Cox as it's kicked out of bounds. Oh, as an Eagle bumps into Scott. Key throws in. McClellan on the opposite side. Tripped up a little there. Staying in front is Adkins. Kicked back and deflected. Staying in front as it goes out the touchline. Possession Eagles. If you're just now joining us, the Reinhardt Eagles lead 3-0 here as we come within the final 20 minutes of the first half. Fry coming across midfield. Kick to Wells. Wells in a little bit of a tussle with Key. Out of bounds. Dunlap coming out to throw in. Over to Fry. Now one in the backfield. Blocked. Almost kept in by Peach. As it's out of bounds. And a little race between Wells and Pena. Corner kick by Bowden. Almost had it in. Williamson trying to get a piece of it. Back to Bowden. Bowden to kick it over to Dunlap. Knocked up by a Ram. Dunlap staying in front. Cox almost gets it. Slide tackle attempt. To some avail. Coming across midfield. Kicked back to Johnson, the goalie. Coming across field, tripped up a little, as there is for the fourth goal here. And of course, once again, by Wells, who's just shown so much in this first half, being the lead scorer for the Eagles. Back to Scott. Scott fighting here. The Sweden native. Cox staying in front. Cox coming across. Over to Cox. Max right, Keys in front. Trying to stay in front. Kicked over. Possession to the Eagles. Fry in the backfield. Herrera. Kicked, Price blocked, almost had it in while staying in front. As this kicked over, and I forgot to mention that she had a hat trick by scoring 3 goals. Goal kick by Price. Williamson staying in front along Bowden. Kicked out by Pena. Check that Swears. Kicked across. Almost had it in. Eagles staying in front. Blocked again by Price. Blocked again. This is kicked and hits the bar. And it's going to go almost out of bounds, but Dunlap's going to try to retrieve it. She gets past. Looked over and stopped. Bowden staying in front. Fry putting a lot of pressure. Bowden over to Wells. Wells back to Williamson. Williamson here for the kick. Blocked and out of bounds. Bowden for the corner kick. Cox looking to recover. Bowden preventing that. Stopped up by her own teammate. And Scott makes it across the field. She's tripped up. Kicked back into play. McClellan. Back to Schweer. Over to Key. Key fighting in a battle here with Bowden. This is kicked out of bounds. Bowden here for the throw. Check that Wilson. Wells. Fry. Kicked back. Ooh. And a big slam puts Price on the ground. That did not look good. The referee coming over to check. Hopefully the training staff. She comes up. As she takes the sack. And she's going to be okay to play. It's cleared. Kicked out of bounds. Fry taking it across. Over to Herrera. Herrera kicks it over the net. So the clock runs within 11 minutes here. I think one of the players is tying her shoe. It's cleared. Right to Cox. Cox staying in front, tripped up a little. That was definitely a shove as possession goes back to the Rams. Newman here to take the free kick. If you're just not joining us, the Reinhardt University Eagles lead 4-0 against the Bluefield University Rams here in an AAC showdown. Scott with a big kick. Stopped up. Herrera trying to recover. Fry. Johnson ready for the goal kick. A lot of the action has been occurring on Bluefield's side, showing the score very well. The men's team faced Reinhardt earlier this week, lost 2-1 in a very close match between the two. And the men's team had actually only beaten Reinhardt twice in their long, over decade-long history. Schwer recovers. Over. Coming across the field. Close to the goal. Looks to be kicked in by Dunlap. As it's deflected by Key. As he goes out of bounds. Corner kick. Bowden. Bowden in front. Took the cross. Hit the crossbar. As it rolls back past the goal for the goal kick by Bryce. Here within the last 8 minutes of the half. Price setting up. Missed head by Schwer. Coming across the field. Kick back to Johnson. Johnson looking to clear it. Kicked over and out of bounds. Thrown by Key. All pushing and shoving by McBride. Schwer staying in front. Kicked over. Kicked in by Newman. Staying in front. Over to Bowden. Bowden kicked across. Dunlap staying in front. No one's in front of her except the goalie. Blocked up. Kick through once again as it's up in the air. Bowden coming. She attempts and hits the crossbar as Herrera looks for the edge. Covered by Herrera. Kicked back. Across the field. Bowden staying in front. Key kicks it away. As they collide into each other. Possessions for the Rams. Kicked up to Scott. Scott heads it. Nobody there. Fry kicks it over to Rutten. Rutten not there. Rutten kicks it across midfield to Herrera. Her kick from Parrish. Parrish back. Over to Fry. Scott coming across midfield. Cox there. Johnson staying in front. Johnson definitely being a little unconventional, but she can because she's staying up in the box, not having to worry about it too much. Scott McBride laid out. And she hopefully is okay. You can see some of the crowd not very happy that nothing was called on that. .4:17 left on the game clock as McBride shuffles off the field. The final 4 minutes and 17 seconds of the half. Barrera. Kicked out by Schweer. Covered by Scott. Scott to Cox. Cox in a foot race. But kicked back to the goalie. Cleared away. Scott staying in front. Kick right to Rutten. Bowden staying in front. Over to Williamson. Kick. Dunlap misses the kick. And it's cleared away. You're 3 minutes, 15 seconds left as it goes past the goal, setting up for the goal kick by Price. Here's the goal kick. Herrera kicking it away. Over to Bowden. Williamson tipped it in. Unlocked there. Price lays on top of it. Prevent another score. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here on the clock. Kicked away. Kicked up by Schweer. Ferrer staying in front. Rutten. Over to Fry. Up by Aikman. Aikman over to Bowden. Bowden looking for it. Misses it. Picked up. A big kick and a shove. Wow, she took her out at the hip. Knocking her out. No penalties. Free kick. As a minute 23 on the clock. Over to Herrera. Within a minute left here in the first half. We got by number 13 coming across the field in a foot race with Fry, tripped up. She's looking for something to be called there. Fry coming across here in the final 30 seconds. Just looks to stop it going out of the touchline. Hickton over the net with 20 seconds left. Short time left here on the clock. 10 seconds left. And that's halftime. Currently the score 4-0 here. And when you come back, I will do a quick update letting you know what has been going on here. Of course, the Reinhardt definitely having the upper hand, and big shout out to Rylan Wells, who has done a great job. As we go into halftime here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, score 4-0 here going into half.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Before we take our short break for the half here, I do want to thank a couple of our sponsors real quick. Gigabeam Networks. Gigabeam Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabeam Networks going further with the Rams. Swope Construction. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind, 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia, seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind. And of course, next week we will have our Community Soccer Day thanks to Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salad, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, sponsor of the Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Community Soccer Day on September 18th when Bluefield University takes on Johnson University here at the East River Sports Complex. Thank you guys, 'for listening, and we'll be back here in 15.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
And we're back. If you're just now joining us, Reinhardt University Eagles lead 4-0 here. And just to start off a little early, I do want to thank a couple of our sponsors today. Dutch's Dairy produces produce whole, 2% chocolate milk, and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy. Ram's Choice for milk. Gigabee Networks offered broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL, comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabee Networks going further with the Rams. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, sponsor of the Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Community Soccer Day on September 18th when Bluefield University hosts Johnson University. And The Grind. 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind. Here as we start the second half of play. Hi, Jackson Bass here on the call for you. We go into our second 45 minutes here at the East River Soccer Complex. Bluefield needs to put together one of the greatest comebacks here in NAIA history to put some points on the board. Kick up by Schweer. Kick over. Up. Headed up. Almost headed in by number 31, Kirsten Thomas, the Dallas, Texas native out of Mesquite High School. As it goes out of bounds, and Vicente Archer, I'm assuming Archer or Arche, it was cut off. Throw in, kicks it over. Schweer tries to get a piece of it. Thacker on the corner. Thacker misses. A little tussle with Siri. Almost a little shove by Siri. Kicks it away. Tipped up. Headed by Locke. Newman across midfield. Cox there. Kick almost to Scott. Thacker almost to recover. Still Rams ball. Thacker to throw it in. This Gray, the Swansboro native to throw in. Free kick. Kicked up. Rooting up. Almost there on the edge. Out of bounds. Corner kick for Vicente Arche. Kicked up. Missed by Harvey. Cleared by Price. Across the field. Almost recovered by Key. Kicked up. Harvey attempting to get it away from Scott. Kick towards. Cox almost tripped up. Cleared away. Headed off an eagle. Newman in front. She kicks it over. Kicked away. Trying to stay in front. Price kicks it away on the edge as it rolls past the touchline for a throw-in. Ticked up. Racing to the edge. Schweer trying to stay in front. Amanda's over to Williamson. Williamson over to Harvey. Tripped up a little as Newman. Back over to Pistano. Pantano. Pantano kicking. Almost tripped and missed up. Kicked away and out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Wilson to throw in. And kicked out of bounds by Newman. Thomas. Pantano. Thacker passed, but out of bounds. Wilson to throw in. A little bit of a bump between Schweer and Pantano. Check that, Vince Archer. Wilson. Kicked away. As Thomas looks to race after it. Kicked in. Thacker racing. Cleared. Siri running across. Back to Siri. Siri kicking it over. Coming across. Blocked by Atkins as it goes out of bounds into Price. Price for the corner kick. That's booted and out of bounds onto the Reinhardt bench. Kicked up. Siri staying in front. It's away. Scott staying in front. Thacker. Blocked by Price. Price the goal kick. Booted away to Cox. Kicked into the box, but right to Price. Pantano almost chasing to the goal as it's kicked up into Thacker as it goes out of bounds. Siri kicks it over to Vince Arce and stopped before rolling out of bounds. Usher raced towards it. Corner kick. Almost headed by Thomas over the goal. Goal kick, Price. Price the kick. They need to stay in front. Rutan having none of that. Vince Arce staying in front. Picked over by Usher as it rolls out of bounds. To throw in. Kicked over to Harvey. Harvey kicked back. Harvey recovers. Back to Rutan. Harvey in a foot race. Trying to recover. Scott also in that foot race. Vince Arce. A little tripped up there is Schweers. Schweers racing. She almost attempts to split it, and Schweers go over the head. Check that, 32 minutes left in the half as it's kicked out of bounds and thrown out by Vince Arce. Usher. Here for the free kick. Cleared. Harvey staying in front. Over to Usher. Vince Arce trying to get a piece of that. Kicked away. Williamson trying to stay in front. Johnson bowls it over to Thomas. Thomas kicks it away. Didn't Arche over to Usher. Usher looking to connect. Tries to connect. Trying to kick in front. Price lays on top as it rolls out of the back. Goal kick, Price. Kicked away. To Usher. Usher trying to recover. Back to Usher. Usher staying with it. Looking to kick. Siri was looking to connect. Some of the crowd not too happy what they believe the direction of the refs is going not in the favor of the Rams. McClellan tagging in for Scott. Usher kicking it across. Siri looking to connect. Higdon there. Him across. Price laying on top. Almost giving up a free goal there before Price stays on top. This is Coach Morton's fourth appearance as head coach of the Rams. Headed up by Haas. Thomas in a sprint. Kicking it back to Johnson before Johnson boots it away. Over by Haas once again. Thomas and a sprint against. Getting checked up a little by McBride. Thomas boots it over. Thacker trying to stop it. Big kick as it rolls out the back for a goal kick. Johnson. Usher lets it rolls out. Possession Rams. McClellan to throw in. This is kicked out of bounds once again. McClellan to throw in again. Hit up. Haas gets a piece of it. Throwing in it. Otto going back and forth here. Usher staying in front. .26 minutes left. sprinting. Price stays in front. Right to Almazdov. Kicked away. By Adkins. Thomas. Over to Higdon. Higdon back to Thomas. Over to Harvey. Booted. Blocked. As Pantano fell. Thrown in. Recovered by McBride. McBride in a foot race. Over to Newman. Back to McBride. McBride over to Thacker. Past Almadaz. Trying to stop Adkins. You go with Schweer as it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Price. Thrown in by Almadaz. It is kicked out once again. Thrown quickly. Syrian Higdon. Back to Price. Price boosts it. Thacker trying to get under it. Higdon there. He'll be coming across midfield. Right to Schweer. Couple body checks. Between Cox. Almadaz being aggressive. Higdon. Usher there. Scott. Kicked away. Over to Usher. As it rolls out of bounds. Corner kick. As an attempted head. Misses. Kicked away. Deflected by Key. You talk about Key. Key out of Chesterfield, Virginia, Manchester. Went to John Tyler Community College. Her older brother is the assistant coach of women's soccer, along with a position in advancement. Kicked away. as it rolls out of bounds. You see Coach Key running out. Speak. Thacker there to recover. Coming across. Staying in front. Thomas. Kicked. Haas wasn't there to keep it as it's booted away and out of bounds onto the Reinhardt bench. Position Rams. As we come into the final 20 minutes here of the game. Scoreless here in the second half. You're just now joining us. 4-0 the score. Reinhardt has been sweeping Bluefield. Rylan Wells from Reinhardt had a hat trick and scored 3 goals for the Eagles, which is a major part. We haven't seen her play a lot here in the second half, as Reinhardt has been able to keep this lead and Bluefield has not been able to garner a point. Here's the goal kick. Throw in. Headed up as it knocks off the building. Siri there to recover. Siri running down the field. Get over by Higdon. Almost a little bit of slide tackle. Big face plant. We're across another tackle. It seems like a league of trips going back and forth. As Usher gets it. Usher kicks it across. Schweer boots it away. Kicked back over. Kicked across. Scott almost taking it over. Blocked off of Almadaz. It'll be a throw in for Harvey. Harvey throwing it in. Haas over to Usher. Back to Haas. Boots it away. Thomas staying in front. Almost tripped up. Looks like Newman took a kick. The ref had to come over and assist her. Newman almost having a little bit of a limp there. As we climb within 17 minutes left in the game. Blocked by Price as it rolls across. Corner kick. Pantano looks to head it in. Price keeps it. Was hoping that people would be there to be able to connect it. Price boots it away. Over to McBride. Staying in front. Kicks it over. Boots it through as it rolls past the touchline and out of bounds. Throwing for Higdon. Kick by Higdon. Knocked up. Thacker staying in front. Stopped by Almadaz. Picked up by Haas. Usher. Passing it through. Usher looking for a wide open and blocked by Price. Good save by Price. Nobody was there to stop anybody but her. Over to Key kicked away to McClellan as it rolls out of bounds. Picked up, Thomas. Higdon. Blocked by Almadaz as it rolls out of bounds. Coming in to tag for Newman. Number 11, Brooklyn Whitaker of Cumberland Gap High School in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. Kicked away, Usher. Looks like Wells has resurfaced as well into this game, the junior from Canton, Georgia. $13-10 left here in the final half. Price clears it. Up to Pantano, check that. Fry to throw in. Wells. Harvey. Usher. Booted. Almost headed. Rolls across. Goal kick, Price. Put it away. Kick towards. Stopped by Adkins. Kicked away. Schwer staying in front. Usher. Booted across. Wells looking for the head. Past Pantano. Stopped up by Price. Rams looking not to get shut out here in the final 11 minutes of playing. How about McBride? Pushed away, Haas. Usher. Kicked away by Adkins. Back towards Haas. Usher with try attempt. Price lands on top. Kicked away. The rolls out. Throwing for Fry. Over to Thomas. Here in the final 10 minutes of play. Looking for keep it on the edge. Kicked across. Usher there. Usher not able to stop it. Looking to stop it from rolling out of bounds as it does. Check that. It stays in bounds. Kicked away by Almond does. Thomas. She's tripped up. Hear a lot of wind atop here. Pantano. Wells not able to connect. Price to the goal kick. A sophomore out of Upland, California. Wells. Price stops it once again. Booted away. Thacker staying in front. Hit up by Fry. McBride. A little head tap there. Over to Scott. Got stolen away. Almondaz. Scott keeps it in. Kick the cross. Nobody there. That for council. Wells. Almost into the goal, but away. 6:30 left here in the second half. Rams down 4-0. While Reinhardt looks to add their first win of the season and the start of AAC play. Headed up. Thomas. Kicked. Wells trying to stay in front. Price looks to clear. Lined up by Thomas. Toss. Through the legs of Thacker. Fry. Over to Pantano. Stopped up by Price once again. Haas. Kicked. Almost headed in. On the crossbar. Kept in. Usher staying in front. Kicked in. Price stays in front. Harvey. Almost kicked in. Rolls out the back. Trying to make it pass. Not too happy with that call. Picked up. Ball's in a little foot race. Usher. McBride. Usher and McBride looking to tussle it out here. Usher kicks it away. Wells not able to get it. Kicked up. Staying in front. Booted away. Had it in. Kicked away. Booted it away. Thacker. Kicked away by Schweer. Stopped again by Price. As we start to dwindle down within the final 2 minutes of play. Throw in. Kicked away. Another throw in coming up. Kicked away. Pantano, as it's booted out and into the little shed area we have. Minute 10. Corner kick from Pantano. As it goes in. With 52 seconds left. Do a little confusion. We're going to add some time. The clock is 43 seconds. Score now 5-0. With 40 seconds left here in the final game of play. Wells keeping it in play, kicking it away. With 40. And that's time, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here, 5-0. There's a lot to gain from this. Wins and losses, of course. This is definitely not something that went into Bluefield's favor, but there's a lot to learn from this loss, as I know Coach Morton will be able to take care of. And I do want to thank one of our sponsors one more time in Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Make your event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, sponsor of the Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Community Soccer Day on September 18th. Next Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, when Bluefield hosts Johnson University here at the East River Soccer Complex. Please come on down and enjoy two back-to-back games going on at 5 and 7 p.m. Women's at 5, men's at 7. And your final score here, 5-0. And to let you guys know a little bit about what's also going on, men's football taking on Emory and Henry. There's a minute 7 seconds left on the clock there. Score 44-45 coming down to the wire. As they look like they're going to take a timeout. As we're going to take a break, and I'm going to stick around to let you guys know how that game ends.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
So for those of you who stuck around to figure out a little bit more about what is going on with the football game, there's a minute 7 seconds left on the clock. Bluefield College, check that, Bluefield University up 46 to 45 over Emory and Henry, and was down 44-45 going in with an extra point. They decided to take the leap, and they are now up by 1 with a minute 7 left. If you want to figure out how that game ends, please tune in to Team1Sports.com, sponsored by Emory and Henry Football. If you go to our website, bcrams.com, and look for the video or the audio if you just want to listen. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Once again, score 5-0 in favor of Reinhardt. Thank you guys so much for joining, and take it easy, Rams fans.